Alright guys, so today we're going to be working on an NPR. It's an '08 NPR, and we're going to be changing the brake master cylinder. This guy right here. Okay. Reason being is that this guy is very spongy, so you have to pump it multiple times in order to get like a good brake feeling. Other than that, it just goes straight to the floor. And it breaks, but not as it's supposed to. So we are going to be taking everything apart to be able to get this done. I've seen a lot of people taking a lot of stuff out. We have to take the whole dash to be able to get to the lines from the reservoir. So we're gonna see if I could do it without taking all this stuff out. We're gonna give it a shot anyways. So let's go ahead and get started and go from here and see what we can get done. Alright guys, be right back. Alright, so let's try to remove dash. Basically what you want to do is just want to pull on it. It's just fast clips on it. So I'm going to go ahead and remove all of it. And then you got multiple plugs on the back side of it, especially on this area and on this side. So we're going to go ahead and unclip all of them. You can just set it just like that. You don't have to unclick all of this right here. Alright, that being said, we do have to get the plastics off here because this is covering the brake master cylinder is right underneath here. We have some Torx head here, and it's going to be to remove this plastic. Okay, so let me get that out of the way. And we also have to remove the speedometer, so some of the Torx as well, so that we can expose the lines from here underneath there. Okay, let me get some Torx and set you guys up in a different position. Alright guys, so let's see if the clicker works. So we have a T25. We're going to remove 1, 2, 3, 4. The dash, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to clip it all. So pretty sure we're going to have some other plastics or some other bolts underneath here that we're going to have to take out. So let's just start here. I should have a tray, which I do have plenty of them. So we're gonna set them here for now. And again guys, I'm trying to improve a little bit the quality of the videos, or how to explain it better. I want to grow the channel as fast as I possibly can, or as efficient as I possibly can. Looks like we gotta take this plastic off because this one's on the lane underneath of that one, and we might have some more bolts and stuff holding this one on the bottom. So let me look at it and see what we need to do. Alright guys, so we have multiple this little plastic screws. What you want to do is you want to unscrew it just a little bit and then get a little prier so you can pry it out. And then that's what we're going to be doing most of this plastic casing. And underneath here we're going to have another one. So let me go ahead and look and find them all and see where we at. Alright, again we got this panel here. Some little plastic things. Supposed to unscrew them. Sometimes they don't unscrew all the way. So you'll have to use a prier to get them out. And one there, one here. Just want to get under it so you can pry it. And then get it all out. Alright. So that's this other plastic panel. Okay. See, this one lays underneath of that one. So there we go. That's that. I'm sure we have another one somewhere around over there. So we're gonna go ahead and take that one off. Alright guys, so we're gonna go ahead and take this thing out. On the bottom is just like a little guide. Let's see. I'm just gonna have to place everything on the side. We have cigarette lighter stuff. Alright, here we go. Alright, so before we show you here is where it's located. And obviously we got more stuff hooked up to it. 2 lines on top and 2 on the bottom here. So we still have to take this frame that is covering it, and we're gonna take the dash so we can that's crazy. Cannot see the top lines from the reservoir up here. So I can touch them. I can touch one of them. Reason is we have okay, so there's a bar, and so it's gonna be like the frame. Yeah, it's gonna be the frame. So there's a thick metal bar that goes here underneath this plastic, and I can touch the hose where the clamps are and everything, but definitely I cannot get them out or pinch them or anything. So what I'm gonna have to do is take this bracket, loosen anything that we have to loosen up here, so we can loosen up the cylinder itself. Then probably after that, then we can get to the hose. So we have another start here. Now these ones are slightly different than the ones that we've been taking because they're metal frame, so don't get it confused. The other ones have been going to like a plastic frame, so those end up being different. Okay. Little frame here. There's another quick connect here. Let's see. Get everything out of the way. Alright, so now we have this lines here. Obviously they're gonna leak. And we have 4 bolts that hold the cylinder itself. And the 2 lines on top from the reservoir. So, yep, so let's break these lines loose. That way we're not stripping them out or anything. And then let's try to get this assembly here on the side moved out of the way so we can get to the other ones. Be right back. Alright guys, so we got 210 lines hooked up to it. So we're gonna hook them up, and yes, there's gonna be a little bit of a mess. That's why I wanted to pinch the reservoir line. I got a little catch can type of thing set up here in the bottom. But regardless, this is gonna be a mess. I'm gonna see if I can cap them off. See if the new pump has little caps on it. Alright, so we do have little caps on the new pump. So we're gonna take these lines off. We're gonna put the little plug on it. Alright, be right back, guys. Alright guys, so these lines are hot lines, so they're connected to this bracket here. So we're going to be taking this 12 bolt bracket that it's connected to the actual cylinder, so that we can take these nuts out. Okay, so now we should have movement on this bracket. See, now we can remove the line. We're going to go ahead and put this little plug in there. We're going to remove the other line. And once we remove this line, that's out of the way. We're going to put the other plug here. Alright, so we can probably zip tie this out of the way, or hang it somehow that we can take it out of the way. Probably going to hold it out of the way. So we have another 2 bolts on the other side, and then we have the 2 lines here on top that they go to the reservoir on this side. So see what we can do, what we have to do in order to get the other 2 bolts out. Alright, be right back. Alright guys, so we're taking this bracket out. We kind of hold it out of the way. On the opposite side of the cylinder, there's going to be another 2 nuts. One, you're going to get it from the bottom on this side here with a number 12 ratchet or wrench, and with the same one you're gonna get it from on top, from up here. Now you have to be patient, and slowly but surely it will come out. And now I have the cylinder kind of loose all the way, so now we have these 2 lines here. Okay. We're going to loosen up these 2 lines so we can take the cylinder out and we can test it out. Alright, be right back. Alright guys, so we have these 2 lines here. The clip here on the front. So taking the cylinder out. This thing is dripping a little bit, but I already kind of clamped it. Alright, let me get the new one in position so we can hook up these 2 lines, and then we can put it back in place so that we can connect the rest of the stuff to it. Alrighty, be right back guys. Alright guys, so here's the new one. We're going to hook it up the same way it was. The back line goes to the front of the bum, on the pump. And then we're gonna make sure that we put the clip on the same position it was. That way the rubber piece bites in the same position. We're gonna take our plastic plier off. And then we're gonna hook up our rear line. And we're gonna line up the pump. Be right back, guys. Alright guys, so we got the hoses on. I still gotta clip this one on. That's what I was forgetting. I gotta push that one forward, and then we're gonna open up the reservoir so we can get some fluid in the system, and then we can press the lines in. Okay, be right back. Alright guys, so we got the hoses connected with the little plugs in it so we don't drain too much out. I already filled out the reservoir. We're gonna go ahead and line up this line so we can put them on. Let me take my holder out of the way. We can line this up on the back of the pump where the lines are connected. And now we can take the little plastic thing off so we can feed the line on. Get it started. We still have to bleed the system out, and that's going to be in each wheel. So just want to tie this up right up here. Alright, so everything's going to snug in place. I'm going to go ahead and put the two nuts here in on the back end. And you gotta put the other two nuts on the other side so we can secure the cylinder in place. Okay, the car's stuck in place. So now I gotta do the other two on the other side and tying everything down. Alright, be right back. Alright guys, so I got everything tied down again. I'll loosen this thing up a little bit and open up the cap of the reservoir so it will start breathing a little bit, and then we can get some of the air out of the system. It's not gonna be all of it, but at least some of it. Okay, if we press on it a little bit, you should see some air coming out. Okay. We have hard pedal there. I don't want to get it all on my shoe. Let's see what we can do here. Regardless, we gotta bleed out the system. Just want to get much is supposed to be can out of the unit up here. Okay. So that's that. Now we're gonna go ahead and start the car. Yeah, we can give it a start. So we can see how the brakes are feeling. Regardless, again, we're gonna have to bleed it out, but that's gonna be on each wheel independently. So for now, what you want to make sure is that you have no leakage anywhere, that everything is secure. Okay. Um, that everything is on its place where it's supposed to be, with no leaks. That's the idea. Okay. So then you can start bleeding the car. But yeah, so this is how you replace the master cylinder on a Isuzu Npr. Guys, like always, help me help you. Share, like, subscribe. And I'm trying to see if by the end of this year we can get to 2,000 subscribers. That would be great if we do. And again, guys, to the next one. Later.